morning, everyone. Welcome to an all-new edition of On the Mark TV and Radio and Superintendent Spotlight. I'm Mark Auerbach with Stefan Zaborowski.
Good morning.
You are listening to us or watching us on Westfield Community Programming, 89.5 FM WSKB, and our media partners at Agawam Media and Southwick Community Television. Today we have a singing ensemble from Westfield High School. They've been on our program before, and we're so glad to welcome them back, along with their teacher, Korey Bruno. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
How does it feel being in this brand new school?
I'm jealous.
Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is this all your first time here? Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Didn't think of that. I thought you had been in here before.
No.
It's pretty cool, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you know the cafeteria is on the other side?
Yes, we're going to have lunch there after
So this wall can come down. Sorry, Mark, I didn't realize it was your first time, so I get so excited. This is a great performance space because you have so much room on either side.
You can either have basketball concert while they're playing or dinner theater if they open the other side.
Oh, this is so cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
If you remember, Abner had a cafe gymatorium before,
Yes.
so
Yes.
you couldn't have gym and lunch at the same time.
Right. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Korey, you brought an ensemble of singers with you, and why don't you introduce them and the name of the ensemble, and let's open today's program with a song.
Okay, so this is the Westfield High School Show Choir, and they are the auditioned premier choir at Westfield High School. Usually only sophomores, juniors, and seniors. On the very rare occasion, we have taken a freshman. Usually we don't, because I like to give them a year to kind of get to know me and know how I work. So these
And the
kids,
program. They got to know the
and the
program.
program.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll start with a song. I think we'll open with a piece that we're going to do at the Big Spring Sing this year called Oh Yay.
And
This is a great ensemble of singers, and I'd like to get one of you to come over here and sit down for a minute and chat with me. You've been on the program before.
This is Luke.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and you're a senior, right?
Yes, I am.
So this is your last year performing with this ensemble.
Yeah, been through 15 whole concert seasons and prepping for my last one right now. So
You
it's
think-
bittersweet.
Do you know what you're going to do after you graduate yet?
I do. I'm planning on going to school for nursing and biomedical engineering.
Where?
UMass.
At UMass. You think you'll join one of the choirs there?
Oh, absolutely. I know of this phenomenal a cappella group that they have called the Doo-Wop Shop, and I've seen them in concert actually a couple weeks ago. And
How were they?
oh, they were phenomenal. I saw them down at Salve Regina University.
And you will be a great addition. You got a great voice, Luke. I mean,
Thank you.
4 years now Luke's been coming on the shows, wine, yours, whatever.
Yep.
And you're the chorus president, right? You're the president
Yeah.
of the chorus. So you've really worked your way up. And you were one of the freshmen that were on early, right?
One of them, one of the few.
Doesn't happen very often.
I'm
So-
I'm blessed.
Yes, and Luke also does well in terms of the science fair. So he's got musical talent, but he also has an intellectual capacity, which we are very proud of, right? At Westfield Public Schools.
It is possible to have both skill sets.
It is. You don't often. Well, I won't say that, but it doesn't. But Luke is. I mean, he came up with an incubator blanket for a newborn child. And you placed most recent. Did you place at the state science fair, right?
Yeah, placed in regionals going to states with my sister this year,
With your sister. So you guys are going to the state. When is that?
April 4th.
April 4th. So good luck. I want to say that to you.
Thank
and
you.
they went and they competed last Friday. And what's interesting is Westfield High School didn't have school because a couple of trees fell and knocked down a whole bunch of wires. It was a mess. But Luke still went to the science fair to compete. So, and congratulations. I just wanted to bring that up.
Thank you.
I think it'll be exciting for you to combine your college education with singing.
Right. And me selecting UMass as my school wasn't just for my pure academic endeavors. It was a big factor of that was the music component, and because I want to pursue this for the rest of my life. So I want a school where I can I'll be enriched in that aspect there.
I work with the Springfield Chamber Players, which are members of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra. And our timpanist, Marty Kluger, has a PhD and does bio research at Yale. At the same time that he's the principal timpanist at the Springfield Symphony, and he does musical theater on this also. So he just finished performing in cabaret, and he
Wow.
plays with the Springfield Symphony, and then he's doing all this incredible research.
We're raising the bar for you, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm doing my fair amount of things right
You
now.
are, absolutely.
Well, Luke, thanks for bringing the ensemble here today, and for this, I think it's the second or third time you've been on my program, and I
Yes.
know you've been on Superintendent Spotlight. Appreciate you coming.
Of course, thanks for having us, Mark.
Yeah, we're going to chat with Korey Bruno for a second. She's the teacher that trains these great musicians and makes sure that they perform all over the map in Westfield and parts beyond. And again, Korey, we're so glad to have the students here today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have to add about Luke. Luke not only made regionals or states for
The
science
science fair.
fair.
He did it for you, too.
Oh, yes, he did it for me too. So in 2 weeks, I'll be driving him to Boston to perform with the All-State Chorus.
That's amazing.
That's phenomenal. I don't know if you can answer this or Stefan, but the arts programming in the schools in Westfield is pretty solid considering the lack of budget to really make them what anybody would want them to be. How do the students that you've had over the years, have any of them gone into professional music?
Actually, yes, we have. We've had the Burridge boys have gone
I
through.
interviewed the Burridge boys
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago.
You did?
Yeah, and one of them is the dance captain for Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
And the other one, Josh, is opening. Previews started March 12th for Boop the Musical. And we're going to end today's program with a little bit of the soundtrack from
Oh,
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, Nick was in the show choir.
Yeah.
And we've also had Sarah Garin. And Sarah Garin was on Broadway for quite a while. She has retired. And I believe, don't don't facey tweet me that I was wrong, but I believe she is retired, living in New York.
Good for her.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
It must feel good as a teacher and a superintendent when you see kids that went through the school system that are Broadway stars.
Absolutely.
And we don't always have the funding for a lot of the things we do, but we have a fantastic community.
We do.
That will always come together to help us to achieve those dreams that we want to do, to be able
I
to
always
make
say
these
that
kids
our community
go
is very
places.
generous for our students, and we really,
They are.
really appreciate that.
They are. So I don't really feel like, don't take this the wrong way, I don't feel like the choir has ever needed for anything outside of what we have, because somebody will always come forth and make sure we have it.
Get you a piano, whatever,
Piano, new carpeting. Next one is risers.
Okay.
And designer
Duly
outfits.
noted.
Everybody's in designer outfits today.
Well, yes, and we do have we have our show choir dresses, which you've seen, the
Yes.
red sparkle. We have green sparkle, which I think they were going to murder me if I said we were going to wear that today, because it is March after all.
Well, it would have been St. Patrick's Day-ish. That would have made sense.
Yeah.
I like the red, though. The red's good. Red and black looks good. It's also your colors for
Bomber
Westfield High
Pride.
School. Bomber Pride.
Yes.
We're going to take a break to acknowledge the underwriters that make On the Mark and Superintendent Spotlight possible. And then we're going to come back and we're going to hear some more music. So we want to make sure you stick around. Brady LePage is our producer this morning. Pete Coles is our executive producer. And our entire crew working today are seniors from Westfield Technical Academy under the direction of Steve Forney, their teacher. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to On the Mark and Superintendent Spotlight. I'm your host, Mark Auerbach, here on Westfield Community Programming, 89.5 FM WSKB, Agawam Media, and Southwood Community Television. We are broadcasting from the stage of the Westfield River Elementary School. It's the newest school in town. We want to thank the good people from the school and Superintendent Stefan Zaporowski for making this opportunity available. With me is Korey Bruno, Westfield High School, and her fabulous show choir. They've been on our program before. We've got Luke with us, who's a senior and a singer, going off to UMass. And what's your name?
Sam, I'm a junior.
You're a junior, so we get to have you on a couple of times next year.
Yep.
Yeah. How's the singing year been going for you?
It's been going good. I've been having a lot of fun. I especially like our selection for music this year. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
What are some of the music pieces that you've done this year?
Well, me personally, I've loved a lot of stuff that we did during Fall Fest. I especially loved Pinball Wizard and Paint It Black. Those were really fun.
You
for me.
guys did Pinball Wizard on my program. I
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah. Pinball Wizard, I think, was my favorite, especially dance-wise. That one was fun.
Who teaches you the dance moves?
Miss Bruno does.
Yeah,
She does it all.
she does it all. Did you dance at all, or Korey?
Oh, no.
So how do you think? I mean, you're teaching everybody to sing. How do you think up the dance moves?
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
And we do. We've had in the past, we've had professional choreographers. John Burris was one of our choreographers years and years ago, and we kind of resurrect some of those moves and change them, add them into other songs, make them fresh. But we watch a lot of, we'll Google things and see different individual moves, and we can kind of find them and add them into our group.
Since you've been a 4-year singer and you're graduating, is there one song that you guys have done over the 4 years that is your favorite?
Oh, I know as an absolute fact. song that we did my freshman year that I'm still begging her to bring back. It's a Scottish piece called Annie Laurie, and that made me fall in love with Scottish pieces. So we're not doing it this year, but she did throw me a bone, and we're doing another Scottish piece called Loch Lomond, which we will be doing later today, too.
Yeah.
And I love that piece as well.
So you like Celtic music?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Favorite genre to sing, absolutely.
That's great. What's your favorite genre to sing?
Oh, I'm not sure. That's such a hard one. I do also enjoy a lot of our Celtic pieces. Those are a lot of fun. But I think I like the rock and roll pieces a lot more because they're just so energetic, you know?
Do you sing when you're not in the choir?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the time. My poor family can't get me to be quiet.
Yeah, so you're always walking around with a song in your head.
Yeah.
What about you, Korey? How long have you been doing the music thing?
Oh, my goodness. So I have been teaching at Westfield High for 29 years, but music has been a part of my life since day one. My dad was my biggest influence. And I have to say my favorite song this season is a contemporary piece called Echo.
Oh.
I like the warm, fuzzy pieces, the ones that we can sing that everybody just goes, oh, my goodness.
And how many songs are in the repertoire in any given year?
Fall Fest, we usually do maybe 7 because the big thing is we want to keep them wanting more. So, and, I'd rather do 7 great songs than 10 or 15 songs. Christmas is a little bit busier because we do so many performances for the public and we don't want them to hear the same song every time we sing. So that one's probably close to 12 to 15 songs depending on the season.
Plus the pop pieces that we resurrect every year.
And we resurrect pop pieces. And then we get to our cabaret, which we just finished. It was called Whatever Pays the Bills, and it was a tribute to Billy Joel. So, and those were great. And
Yeah, they were.
7 or 8. Plus we had a few solos.
I think 8 or 9.
So yeah, not too long. I think spring tends to possibly be one of our longer ones because we go to competition, and we do generally 3 songs for our full choir, 2 songs for the women, 2 songs for the men, 2 or 3 songs for show choir. So, I mean, not too much. It's not an overload, but there are always times, Big Spring Sing, where we have to throw a few things in there that we weren't quite prepared to do.
How many performances do you do in the course of a school year?
We have our main 4 performance seasons with Fall Fest in the fall, our Christmas season in the winter, culminating in our winter concert, our cabaret season ending up at cabaret, and then our spring season with our spring concert. But spring season, there are a couple shows in between with our Big Spring Sing that we do with the entire district choirs. And then we have our spring competition, which this year is going to be in Hershey. During our winter season, we do so many performances just in the course of about 3 weeks. I'd say we did probably about 15 performances during December, maybe.
Oh, I would say closer 25 maybe.
When you said going to Hershey, like Hershey is in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
The chocolate capital
Yes.
of the world?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very cool. Let's go do another song.
Okay.
All right.
Why don't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, come and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Why don't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, come and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, swing down, chariot. Well, Ezekiel went down in the middle of the fields. He saw an angel working on a chariot wheel. He wasn't particular about the chariot wheels. He just wanted to see how the chariot feels. Well, Ezekiel went down and he got on board. The chariot went a-bumping on down that old road. He wasn't particular about the bumping of the road. He just wanted to lay down his heavy load. Why don't won't you swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride? Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, come and easy. I've got a home on the other side. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing Ezekiel saw the wheel way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the carry me home. Swing low, sweet way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the carry me way in the middle of the air. Swing down, chariot, swing down, chariot, swing down, chariot, swing low. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, sweet chariot, I've got a home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, swing down, chariot, swing down, chariot, let me ride. Way in the middle of the air.
We're going to take a quick break to acknowledge the underwriters that make programming like On the Mark and Superintendent Spotlight possible. Korey, Bruno, thank you for bringing this great group of singers
You're
today.
welcome. Thank you for having us.
Just introduce them again before we go to break.
This is the Westfield High School Show Choir.
Great. Do you want to introduce them by name?
Okay. So we will start, I think we'll just start in the back. We have
Wave your hand when
Wave
your
your
name
hand.
gets called.
We have Autumn, Leisha, Devin, Ethan, Angelise, Lana, Shrestha, Sam, Luke, Aaron, Amber, and Shannon.
Great to meet you, and you guys are fabulous. We'd like to acknowledge the underwriters that make this program possible. Brady LePage is our producer today. Pete Coles is our executive producer. Our entire crew are students at Westfield Technical Academy under the direction of Steve Forney. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to On the Mark TV and Radio and Superintendent Spotlight TV and Radio. I'm Mark Auerbach. My co-host is Stefan Zaporowski, who's the superintendent of the Westfield Public Schools. We are broadcasting today live from the brand new Westfield River Elementary School stage in the brand new gym. I want to thank the powers that be for allowing us to broadcast here today. Korey Bruno is the teacher of the vocal program at Westfield High School. We've got their great show choir with us. And we have two people from the show choir. Introduce yourselves and tell me what year you are in school. Start with you, because you've been on the program before.
I sure have. Hi, my name is Shannon. I am a junior, and I just love choir so much.
That's great. And you're Devin, right?
Yeah, I'm Devin. I'm a senior as well, as well as Luke.
So what happens to you after graduation? What are you going to be doing?
I've signed with the Air National Guard. I'm at the base down on the Cape. So after a couple days after graduation, I'm going to basic.
And then after, will you be down on the Cape after you're done with basic, or will you end up at Barnes or somewhere else?
So I've got 75 days of like on-the-job training, and then I'll be back in Westfield to do some schooling at Westfield State. I want to teach history.
Well, I think going into the garden will be pretty cool. And you're a senior, so you have one more year with the show choir.
I'm a junior.
A junior.
2 more years.
2 more years.
Yep.
Well, a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts in mind afterwards?
Oh, I'm super interested and enthralled with environmental science, and I plan to be an environmental technician.
Where do you think you'd like to go to school?
Either Southern New Hampshire University or somewhere like UMass or Springfield College.
That's great. Will you bring your music with you?
Oh, definitely. Maybe not as my main thing, but I've always loved music, and I would love to keep it in my future, maybe joining some clubs and just getting out there.
What about you? Do you think you'll take your music with you?
Absolutely. I'm in the band and I'm in the choir.
What do you play in the band?
A lot of brass. Right now I'm doing tuba and sousaphone.
Wow.
They're basically the same instrument. I just wear one.
But, you could certainly take that into any marching band in the world.
Oh, yeah. I get asked a lot if I'm, like, doing the military, and I'm doing the military band. I'm not. I'm doing, like, intel stuff. But when I go to Westfield State, I know they've got a great music program that you're in a little bit, too, sometimes, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to take it there and just see what I can do, really.
What made you decide to sing and join a choir?
Well, I've been singing ever since I was little. I have always just had a passion for it, and I joined choir one year in middle school because it was either that or band, and I was like, I'll sing. And I just fell in love with it since. It's been one of my favorite things. The reason I come to school is for show choir. I love it so incredibly much.
And what about you?
I don't have any cute story.
You don't need a cute story. Just tell us your story.
He was suckered.
I got bugged. Sophomore year, I was in a class with Luke, and I was kind of involved.
You want to show us the bruises for where your arm got twisted?
I was getting involved a lot with helping out, and they heard my voice and wanted it for their bass line, so I got bugged. So junior year, second half of the year, I joined, and I thankfully learned quickly.
Yeah, well, you have a bass line. You'd make a great radio broadcaster with that voice.
Oh, yeah. And a great bass.
What kind of music do you listen to when you're in the car or on your own?
I listen to different types of metal a lot. Not a whole. It's like easier metal, so it's not like screaming or anything. But I like a lot of folk music too. Some of the stuff that like Loch Lomond, like Luke said earlier, that we're going to be doing later. Stuff like that that's what I listen to.
And what do you like performing? You have a kind of a range of music that you perform. Are there a couple of numbers that you've done with the choir that you really like?
You know what I'm going to say, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs that we've really ever done is last year was Shady Grove. It's very much the style that we did for Swing Down Chariot. I really like singing that style. It's a lot of fun. I just get to kind of let loose, and it's very much in my range too. So I get to do that with all the men, and it's a lot of fun. And sometimes the women get in on these types of pieces too, and that's really fun.
Yep.
What are you listening to and singing when you're not singing with the choir?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot. I especially love Billy Joel, which came in handy when we did it, but I also listen to things like Frank Sinatra, Jeff Buckley, Fiona Apple, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, so you have a whole range then, from big band and swing music all the way to modern.
Yeah.
Korey, as your students are singing with you over the 2 or 3 or 4 years that they're involved in this, what kind of life skills do they take away from singing in an ensemble?
Well, it's kind of funny you ask that, because choir becomes a family, and they oftentimes, we teach etiquette in addition to just the singing and the musicality. I would not be able to take them out if I couldn't trust that they would carry themselves the way they should be expected to. And, kids are kids and adults are adults. We all like to kind of hang loose a little bit, but they know that when they are in the uniform, that they know how to behave and how to act, and the pleases and the thank yous and just the politeness, holding doors for people. Just their whole demeanor, it really, to me, is even more than their musicality.
So, in other words, you don't push somebody off the stage when they hit a wrong note.
Well, in the
Some things are
classroom, maybe.
acceptable.
Yeah, some things.
What
We
if
just
you,
don't talk about it.
as a singer and in an ensemble, and you also play in a band and you're part of an ensemble, what have you learned in your life skills that from singing or performing music?
I mean, it's a lot of close-knit working together. I need to trust that people are doing what they've been assigned to do. I'm doing what I've been assigned to do. And it's a lot of trust building, and it allows me to trust the people around.
We do team building. We like to play, especially on Fridays. We have Friday floor mops, and we do team building. A couple of weeks ago with the chorus, we did Flaming Floor Friday. So they had to figure out how to get from one end of the room to the other end without touching the carpet. And they had 2 teams, and but it's fun. If somebody came in, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" But it is team building, and they don't realize it, but it's teaching them how to work together as a team.
And for you, what have you learned working with this group of people that you didn't know or didn't imagine that you knew when you started?
I've definitely learned a lot of confidence in just being able to project and feel free to be myself around other people as well. I've also learned how to take discipline, I've always been a sensitive person, and I've always taken it super heavily. So I've learned it's out of love and it's out of betterment. It's constructive.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It is constructive. One of the things whether you're in a show together or a concert together, one of the things I've learned from the work that I've done is you learn when you go out in the real world, so to speak, you learn how to navigate as a group and how to be a part of a team, whether it's building something or presenting something or performing. When you're part of a team, everybody counts.
Exactly.
And it does push them a little bit out of their comfort zone. For a lot of us, especially post-COVID, a lot of people, we're homebodies. We like to kind of hang at home and, don't put yourself out there. But it has really kind of pushed these kids that they have to take that leap of faith.
We're going to have you guys go back on stage and have 2 other people come down to join us so we can chat and learn a little bit more about some of the people in the show choir.
Okay.
I want to thank both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You're going to get to do another song too. So pick 2 more of you, come over and join us, and we'll chat for a minute. We'll take a break to acknowledge underwriters, and then we'll come back and you guys are going to sing again.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every 4th Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
And now we're going to introduce you to 2 more members of the show choir. Why don't you introduce yourselves, tell me what year you are in school, and how long you've sung.
Hi, my name is Shrestha Rai, and I'm a junior right now. And this is my 2nd year in choir.
And
hello, my name is Autumn. This is my sophomore year, and I've been doing choir since I was in 4th grade.
you've been since 4th grade. Was it hard to audition to get into the choir?
I mean, it was a little nerve-wracking. I mean, I just kind of walked in here during my lunch period and just sang something. I think it was the national anthem.
I think so.
Yeah, and I messed up the song I was auditioning with, so whoops. But hey, I got in.
Hey, you messed up the national anthem or this other song?
The other song, I didn't study anything from the song, and it had been since winter, and I totally messed up the complex part, but you know what? It went over well.
It went over well, and here you are. Of the songs that you're doing right now, which are your favorites?
I gotta admit, I've grown a soft spot for Echo. It has a very nice melody, and the solos in it just make it more magical, in my opinion.
And what about you?
It's actually echo, but we like to call it echo. So. Yeah.
Well, why not? Why not? You could spell it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think what got you into music in the first place?
I know during music class in elementary school, we did like concerts, and most of the kids hated it. I liked it. Specifically the singing part, and when I found out that in 4th grade I could actually enter choir, I decided to do it, and it just stuck ever since.
And when did music come into your life?
I mean, I used to sing a little when I was like, since my kindergarten or like that, but then I never like joined choir in school because we never had one when I was like in my country, and then I joined choir here like last year because I moved here last year, and then it's been 2 years I'm doing it, and then I would say I really love this because I never got that opportunity when I was like in my place. So,
did you? Was there a certain kind of music that you listened to growing up that you liked?
I don't know. It just everything.
Everything.
I listen to everything. Yeah.
So, if next year they're planning the program, is there a song you'd like to hear performed?
I'll just go with her.
Oh, you're going to let her make the... Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you? Is there a song that you hear, in your everyday going about life, watching on TikTok or radio or television or YouTube or something like that? Is there an artist or a song you'd like to see a choral ensemble perform?
Personally, as a big Marvel fan, I'd love to see us perform the Ballad of the Witch's Road.
Well, that's a good choice.
I am not dropping that.
Yeah. And what about you?
No clue.
No clue. What's on your wish list of songs?
Well, right now we're thinking about next year, and we're thinking of sci-fi versus fantasy for our fall and midwinter. So you might get The Witch's Road.
How difficult is it if you decide you want to do a song with the ensemble? How difficult is it for you to get the rights to perform it and get the music?
So there are publishing companies, and when you purchase the music, you purchase the right to perform. You don't purchase the right to perform for money, to sell it in that way. Not necessarily perform for money, but the laws are they're sometimes a little tough to navigate. But we have gotten sheet music that is specifically for musicals or something of the sort that actually says on the back, do not copy the dance from the video. So if it was Phantom of the Opera, costuming, scenery should be not what they had because it's copyrighted. But to actually teach the song, sing the song, once we purchase the music, we have that right.
So you could do Phantom of the Opera and they could wear the mask on the back of their head.
Well, we can do our own thing, but it can't mimic what you've seen.
So
on stage.
one of your singers comes up and say, I want to do this piece of music, and how do you find out whether you can do it?
I usually just go onto the J.W. Pepper website if they have it, and if I like it, we will order it. But I also do have a few friends that I can call on that can help, along with myself, to just take an actual piece of sheet music and score it for choir.
Okay, let's hear another song. What's the...
We are going to sing a Scottish love song called Loch Lomond.
All right, let's fantasize that we're in Scotland and you're listening to the Westfield High School Jazz Choir. We are performing, or they are performing, live from the gym at the brand new Westfield River Elementary School in Westfield, Massachusetts. Korey Bruno is the show choir director, and you've gotten to meet a few of the singers today, and I hope they're all in camera view, but when you're finished singing, wave to the audience, okay? Take it away. That was incredible. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you singers today. It's really been great to have you on the program. I know some of you are graduating, and this may be your last Westfield Community Programming broadcast, so to speak. So all best of luck to you in your future. And for those of you that are sophomores and juniors, I expect you're going to be singing again on this program in the near future. Korey, what's happening with the choir in April and May and June?
So April 5th is a Saturday. That is the Into the Arts weekend, and we will be performing with the Big Spring Sing. So that is, I believe, grades 3 through 12. And it's a great promotion for singing, where all of these kids get together, and we will be doing that at the high school in the gym, because it's basically the only place that can hold 350 singers. It's huge and it's awesome. After April, we will be getting ready for our spring musical, which is the second week of May, and that is All Shook Up, and a good part of our chorus is singing in All Shook Up.
Did you know that All Shook Up is going to be done at Good Speed Musicals this summer?
Really?
Yeah. And I believe it's in late July or August, but it's a great, fun show.
Oh, it is so much fun, especially if you love Elvis. This is so good. And we have a great drama director this year. He's young. He was a theater major at Westfield State, so he's super excited to be working with these kids.
Are any of you guys in it? Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. And then we have our spring trip is the following weekend, May 16, 17, and 18. We're going to Hershey Park. And when we come back on the 21st will be our spring concert.
Are you going to bring back Hershey Kisses with you for everybody?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Well, Korey, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the singers today for being here. It's really been a treat for me to be able to have you on the program. This is the second time we've had a chance to do this. Yes. And I hope that maybe in June or in the following school year that you guys will all come back and sing.
We'd like that.
And this wraps up today's edition. There's a lot of people to thank here for bringing this program on there. First of all, we want to thank the folks from the Westfield River Elementary School for hosting us in this great new gym on a great new stage. And if we were facing the other direction, the cafeteria would be on the other side. I want to thank Stefan Zaporowski, who's the superintendent of schools, who made all of the arrangements, Korey, Bruno, and her singers who have been here. And we have an extraordinary crew today that we want to thank. First of all, Peter Coles is our chief executive producer, and he's in the studio producing other things. Our line producer and on-site producer today is Brady LePage, who works for Westfield Community Programming and is a senior at Westfield Technical Academy. And students from Westfield Technical Academy, Bry Laptu, Sam Morse, Morgan Chafee, Aaron Reed, Braden Wilkie, who are all students of Steve Forney at Westfield Technical Academy. We're going to leave you with a piece of music today from the new Broadway musical, Boop the Musical, which is in previews and opens very soon. In the chorus is Joshua Burridge, who is a Westfield resident and a graduate of Westfield High School. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Okay, fellas, key of G. Wait, you're saying who is she? Hey, there, New York town. Put your ears on and let's burn this bandstand down. As you know, I'm not from here, local legend like some here. Yeah, but now that I've come here, it's where I wanna be. Love that music you're playing, got me stopping and swaying. Yo can go, but I'm staying. It's where